Hey everybody, I'm Reload. How's everybody doing today? So in this video we're going to talk about No Man's Sky delays as well as the hype surrounding the game. So No Man's Sky will be released on August 9th on PlayStation 4 and August 12th on PCs. So this extra 3 days delay that's been just confirmed by Hello Games has many of die-hard fans of the game really upset. A lot of people are blaming Sony for this, and although I'm pretty sure Sony had a hand in it, I'm not sure the extra 3 days have any sort of bearing on forcing people to buy the PlayStation 4 version versus the PC. I think the more likely explanation is that Sony did not want the PC version to be rolled out before they're able to release the PS4 version worldwide. But regardless of the delays, the hype surrounding this game is massive. That's probably the reason why every single little delay actually caused so much backlash from the fan community, because people are really looking forward to playing this game. A lot has been promised about it. In case you don't know anything about this game, there's 4 main aspects to it. That's exploration, survival, trading, and of course combat in space. But before I go on, I may talk about minor spoilers, so if you don't want to know anything about this game, please fast forward to the Q&A session that I'll have at the end of this video, and you can click this link right here. But in any case, No Man's Sky is a shared universe with 18 quintillion planets procedurally generated with unique attributes and seated in this universe. The developers estimate that 99.9% of all these planets will actually go undiscovered in the game. And that's a very bold statement that at first glance begs the question of why create so many planets and create the universe so big in the game. And then after you think about it, it actually begs the statement of challenge accepted. But because of the enormous scale of the universe, actually the game developers also predict that the chance of meeting another player while you're in space is actually almost zero. So actually that's quite interesting if people will report bumping into random players in the game. Out of these bazillion planets that Hello Games has seeded in the universe, they follow the 90-10 rule. That is, only 10% of the planets you discover will be habitable, while only 10% of the habitable planets will actually contain very rich ecosystems and high life forms. So if you watched any of the trailers of the game, the planets that you usually saw there are actually quite rare. So most planets who you discover will be uninhabitable, and out of the habitable ones, most will only contain basic life. So cataloging all this flora and fauna that you discover actually is how you get paid in the game when you submit your findings to the Atlas, which is the geometric structure that you see in all the posters of the game. So as you discover these planets, you have to survive on them to be able to get some resources from them, which you can then trade for fuel for your starship, which will allow you to travel between the star systems. And the combat comes in several forms. First and foremost, if you actually harm too many life forms on the planet or extract way too many resources, these sentinels appear, which are these drone-like self-replicating robots that protect all the habitable planets in this universe. And the other combat opportunities arise in space as you run into different factions. How you treat each faction has a lasting effect. You can interact with these NPCs learning their language or attacking their rivals, and in return you'll be able to trade with them and they'll be able to offer you protection. So No Man's Sky is actually more of a sandbox game without any specific aim. But the game's main story mystery is actually what's happening at the center of the universe. As you start out your game, you'll be located at a random planet at the edge of the universe, and from there you can start making your way towards the center. So in theory, this game sounds amazing. They promise so much packed into the gameplay, and I guess that's where all the fan hype is coming from. There's been much talk about how No Man's Sky has been extremely overhyped, and that it will be a huge letdown. But I think as long as the basic idea of exploring unique planets with cool various properties and life forms is there, I personally will enjoy it. And if you're interested about this game, I will be live streaming it as soon as it's ready for download on Steam. And as I play through the game, I'll offer you my honest opinion on whether this game is a flop or whether it's actually that great. So please tune in this Friday as I'll be broadcasting. I'm not sure which time yet because I'm not sure when the game will actually go live. So it could be very early Friday morning or actually could be Saturday morning. But I will keep you guys updated on my Twitter account at ReloadGV. I hope to see you there. So guys, if you skipped all the spoilers, it's now time for Q&A. So in my last vlog I asked you guys to write questions about my setup or the games that I play, and although this isn't really a monthly vlog that I do, but I didn't want to wait a month to actually reply to the Gentleman Gamer's question about my audio setup. Thanks so much for asking the question, Gentleman Gamer, and congratulations on the Blue Yeti mic. You didn't mention whether it was an XLR or USB microphone, but the whole Blue line of microphones is actually very good. Personally, I used the Blue Snowball, which comes only in the USB version, and generally my audio setup is not too complex. So usually when I'm live streaming, I actually leave the microphone on the stand that it came with. It's a little bit too far away that way, so the sound quality isn't the best, but at the same time at least it's out of the way. And when I'm doing my recorded videos, I use a floor stand. The biggest challenge I've actually had is to be able to see the monitor while the microphone is right in my face. So that's the reason why I went with a floor stand. I've seen some setups where people use the swivel arm attached to the desk, and that might be good as well, but I haven't used it myself. If you'd like, you can use a pop filter as well. They're relatively cheap, and they make the sound quality for podcasting or voiceover work a little bit better. I don't think any microphone stand is actually going to be as ergonomic as having a headset, so you might have to get used to sitting in your chair a little bit differently. but I'm pretty sure if you leave your Blue Yeti right in front of your keyboard as you record, it's gonna work really well. So I hope that helps you out, and I'm looking forward to your new videos where you use that new mic. And anybody who's watching that's into EVO Online, please go ahead and check out the Gentleman Gamer's channel. I'll link it up right there in the description. He makes awesome EVO Online videos, and his voiceover was even featured on one of the EVO Online trailers. So please do check out Gentleman Gamer's videos and subscribe to his channel. Well, thanks so much for watching. I'm really hoping No Man's Sky is gonna be a great game, and we just have one more week to wait for the PC version. So please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or a thumbs down if you didn't, and please subscribe to my channel for more gameplay videos like EVO Online or No Man's Sky that I'm going to be live streaming this Friday. Thanks for watching, I'll see you then.